Hi everyone, welcome back. Today on my channel, we're going to be making a raspberry almond jelly roll. It's so good. So I hope you stay tuned for that. I'll have the recipe in the description box as usual. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you be on my channel and get access to all my great recipes. I got easy crock pot dinner recipes. I have bread machine recipes. I just have so many. Just hit the playlist and choose which category you want to watch. And there's tons of recipes there. So hope you think about subscribing. And don't forget, always give me that thumbs up. It helps push my videos up top so more people can see them. And if you are new here, my name's Debbie. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's get into making our raspberry almond jelly roll. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 375 degrees. And then we're going to take a jelly roll pan, I think they're called. They have a little, it's about 1 inch high. It's a 15 by 10 inch pan. And we're going to grease the bottom of that. Grab a napkin. And we're going to grease the bottom. You're going to grease a little bit on the sides. Don't forget your little corners. They're very important. Okay. Wipe my hands off because then we're going to line the greased pan with a piece of parchment paper. You can use wax paper too. I think that would work okay. Then you're going to also grease the parchment paper. Alrighty, got that done. Get the messy part out of the way. It's so good to be back doing some videos. I know you didn't know I was gone, but although if you watch my last video I posted, or maybe 2 ago, I posted my Maui trip video. We were gone to Maui for a week, and it was so relaxing and just so enjoyable. If you have not viewed that video, just go view the video. It's just a wonderful place to visit. Just beautiful. Okay, we're gonna set that aside. I have 3 eggs in this bowl. We're gonna beat those eggs. And get those beat up pretty good. It says to beat your eggs for 3 minutes, and I have a timer on my mixer, so it really comes in handy to use this Breville. I know exactly what 3 minutes is, but you won't watch me mix for 3 minutes. Okay, we're coming up on the 2-minute mark. 1 more minute to go. Okay, we're at our 3-minute mark. So now we're just going to add in our sugar gradually, and that is 1 cup. And we're going to beat that until the mixture becomes thick. Probably about 2 minutes, I'd say. So again, I have my timer on top. I'm going to scrape that. There's a little sugar on the sides. Make sure you scrape your sugar down in there. Okay, that is 2 minutes. Take these out. Now we're going to just stir in our water. So the water is 1/3 of a cup. We're just going to stir that in. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of almond extract. that smells so good. That's my second best favorite scent along. This is number one, as you know, vanilla. And the vanilla, we're going to be adding in a half a teaspoon of that. Gonna stir that together. Oh, it smells so delicious. Okay, we're gonna set that aside. Now our dry ingredients, we're gonna mix in here and then we're gonna fold them in. Okay, so in here, we're gonna be putting in our cake flour, which is 3/4 cup. I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna wipe it off. And one more, that will be 3/4 cup. Okay, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Use the other end that's not wet. That's what's nice about these double-ended measuring spoons. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Get that last drip of vanilla in there. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay. I'm just going to take that little guy there. We're going to stir that all together. Okay. Now we're going to fold these dry into the wet. Then we're going, once we get this all folded in, we're going to pour it into our jelly roll pan. I want to get that all incorporated in there. So just keep folding until you see all of the flour mixture is not sitting on top of your batter. We don't want to overmix. I haven't used my cake flour for a little bit, so I probably should have sifted it. Okay, I think that's good. I'm just gonna, I like using this. There's a little piece of flour that wasn't broke up, so I'm breaking it up. I like using this batter bowl. You just pour it, kind of gets it even, because you want to get it kind of evenly spread out on here. Hear my birdie? If a truck goes by or I have the window blinds open and the lighting changes, it senses that. It makes it go off. I don't want to leave anything in the bowl. My mom was always like, well, you didn't even scrape your bowl out. Look at all that stuff left in there. My mom would scrape a bowl until it almost was like clean. She had the talent for that. Okay. We're kind of going to do that. Now, I do see some little pieces of the cake flour. So I'm just going to kind of flick it and get that incorporated. I really should have sifted my cake flour. Please don't do what I did. If you haven't used your cake flour in a while, it's been a minute, so since I used it, sift your cake flour so it's all finely Done. Okay, now, since I did that, I'm going to hit it again. Any air bubbles that come to the top will just... Okay, I think that's good. We're going to pop this in the 375-degree oven for about 20 minutes, 15 to 20. We'll be back. Okay, so the cake just went off. I'm going to take a little powdered sugar in my sifter here, and I'm going to sift it on this kitchen towel. And I'm going to dump out then my cake onto this. Just want to make sure it doesn't stick. This is just kind of like a bread, I keep saying bread, a flour sack kitchen towel. It's just a little thinner than the thicker cotton ones. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then, hang on. Forgot the other hot pad. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I'm burning myself. We're going to dump it out. Yay! We're going to remove this. Ooh, she hot. Look at that. Oh, I barely got it on the towel. I barely got it on there. Okay. I'm going to lift this up just a touch and add some on this side because I barely made it on the towel. Okay. And then I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit more powdered sugar onto here. And we're going to roll it up in the towel and place it on a wired rack then to let cool completely before we add our filling. Okay, let me see if you can see what I'm doing here. My towel is a little bit big, so let me grab a wire rack. Okay, so there we have it rolled up. We're going to allow it to cool completely, and then we'll be back to put our delicious goodness inside there. Okay, so while our cake is rolled up and cooling, we're going to make some whipped topping. We're going to be using 2 cups of heavy cream. And then into that, we're going to add 3/4 cups of confectioner's sugar, powdered sugar, whatever you want to call it. 1, 2, and 3. 3/4 cup. And we're going to be adding in some more almond extract. And that's going to be a 1/2 teaspoon. And then we're going to be adding in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to beat that until soft peaks form. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get all of that out of there. And let's beat. And I will beat this until soft peaks form, and I will let you know with my timer on here how long that was. And I believe that's soft peaks, and that was 2 minutes. We're going to set that aside, and I'm going to check my roll. I'm going to turn it over and let the bottom part that I had down. It feels pretty cool, but I mean, I'm just feeling a slight warmness, so I'm going to let it go maybe 5 more minutes. Okay, we're going to attempt this. This has been a long while since I have made this. A very long while. The last time I made it with actually, it's just a touch warm still. I'm not liking that. So I'm going to unroll it here. And I'm just going to kind of let it sit for a couple minutes like this. But the last time I made this, I made it with an angel food cake recipe. It was from Pampered Chef. I would have to look that one up. Maybe I'll make that one sometime. It was a lemon strawberry angel food. It was delicious. Very, very good. So I have bought, this is Simply Fruit Smucker's Red Raspberry Seedless. It's called Fruit Spread. So this is what we're using. The ingredients is just fruit syrup, red raspberries, lemon juice concentrate, fruit pectin, red grape juice concentrate, and that's it. So I used to get their Simply Fruit black raspberry. Oh my gosh, so good. They quit making black raspberry. So we're going to use the red raspberry. And what we're going to do is we're going to spoon this and smear it into our cake. I think I'll put this on first before I smear it, or I'll have crumbs in my jelly. I don't know if I'll use it all. I may use it all, I'm not sure. It's a raspberry almond jelly roll, so you want to taste the raspberry, correct? Let's see what that does. Take a spatula and move it around. Okay, so I also meant to tell you, you need to leave like a 1/2 inch around the outer edge. Because once you roll it up, it's gonna probably start oozing out. And I'm not sure just how much to put in here. Like I said, it's been years, probably 10 years since I made this. I think that looks about good. Almost took the whole jar. This is a 10-ounce jar. Then we're going to add about half of the whipped cream right on top of this. You can add, I have slivered almonds, and you can add slivered almonds right into the whipped cream mixture to put inside. I'm just going to add mine on top in case this will probably get taken to my husband's work. So in case anyone can't have nuts, I want them to be safe, so they can pick them off the top, or they'll see they're on there and they won't eat it at all, whatever the case may be. So, and if you can't have nuts at all, by all means, just leave it off. And I'm not sure about the almond extract. If you can't have nuts, does that affect almond extract? Does that affect? Probably. So I will have to tell my husband to tell him it has almond extract in it. People should know themselves if they can have that. Okay, I think that's about half, right? Look pretty good. I didn't hear anybody say no, so. We're gonna save the last of the Cool Whip to just kind of put it on top. So now we're going to roll it up. We hope it doesn't stick too much to our towel. I'm going to try and get the very middle. It's going to be a little bit messy. Probably gush out a little bit. I had a little rip there. But we're going to cover that up with some Cool Whip. Not Cool Whip, whipped cream. So let me get this over here. I should have a flat, hang on. I got this from Kirkland's a couple years ago. Let's put it on this platter so it's totally flat. You're gonna put the crease side down, of course. If I can get it off of here. Pretty. Hey, I'm happy with that. Okay, then we're going to spread the rest of our whipped cream over the top. Or as much as you would like. And if you don't want any on the outside, I would half that whipped topping recipe. Just use 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and half the rest of the leftover extracts and half the powdered sugar. I have it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on the ends here. And then I'm gonna finish it off with a few little slivered almonds. There it is. Let's put our topping of almonds on, and we're gonna put it in the refrigerator then about an hour and let it set up a little bit. Ooh, she is so cute. Don't you get excited when things turn out so cute, so pretty? You eat with our eyes first, right? And you know what you could do? I just had a thought of this. You could take some leftover, got a little bit of red raspberry jelly there. And what you could do is you could heat that up. Just heat that up in the microwave and it makes like a syrup, and just drizzle that over the top. Wouldn't that be pretty? I might do that. Okay, it's going in the refrigerator. Okay, so I did heat up just a little bit of that raspberry jelly, and I'm going to drizzle it over the top. It was only like maybe a half a teaspoon. It does start to solidify back, so. One little piece. So pretty. Okay, I cut it. Can you see the roll? Isn't it so pretty? This is actually, you can see my piece is half ate. This is actually take 2. After I turned the camera off from tasting it, I noticed I had a microphone here. That microphone was dead, so I had to put it back, get it recharged, and use the other one that was in the box. So I apologize, you didn't really get my first impression. But I'm gonna tell you, this is delicious. The cake is fluffy, and that almond extract is prevalent in there. And let me tell you, that almond with that raspberry together, that is a winning combination. Yes, ma'am. This is delicious. So please try it. And like I said, if you want to put a different filling in there, by all means, go ahead. Let me know what you used. So until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.